Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to episode 10 of Playing with House Money on the Toilets to Titles Network. I'm Ice. You can find me on Twitter at Iceman_1013. And this is my host, DJ Prue, aka Prue Baby 10, chairman of the Freddie Freeman fan club. How are you doing today, sir?
I am about as good as you can get. First off, Freddie Freeman, if you somehow see this, you are invited to my wedding if I ever actually have one. You never know, but you are invited. You damn near you could be my best man at this point. What a week, man! What a week! I know last week we came in, we had good. We went into last week great. Beginning of the week, we ended up last year. We kind of said, we won't focus too much on the previous weekend because we had such a big start to that week, and then the end of last week just blew the doors off. So everything that if you guys have been listening, everything that you heard last week, I loved it, but it ain't the same. If you are not following us on Twitter or anywhere that you can talk to us personally or get the plays and tail with us, and you need to get there because we have officially found what the hell we want to do and how we're approaching this MLB season. Last few weeks, we've been talking about picking our spots, being surgical, being decisive. And I think finally we've really narrowed it down. And I think last weekend really proved that we're on the right track. We're going to stick to just last weekend because if we don't, we'll be here all day. And I don't want to, bore everybody to death. But last weekend was insane. Friday, right out of the gate, we mentioned the Atlanta Braves game on last week's episode. And it perfect harmony worked out. We ended up going Marcell Ozuna homer plus 350, nice straight right out of the gate. And then we had a ladder that was plus 500, plus 600. We didn't hit the 4+. We did a 2+ total base, 3+ total base, 4+ total base. So you guys are going to hear me say ladder a few times today, and that's what I mean. We did a pair, 2+ and 3+ hit. So both of those two legs hit. They were plus 500 and plus 600. We also bet Freddie Freeman to hit a home run live Friday, plus 900, smacked. Cashed it right away. You'll hear me say Freddie multiple times because that's officially he a part of Playing with House Money from here on out. He's a member. He's if anything, he could have my co-MVP spot. I'll just be under that. Excuse me. We had that live. We also gave out a play on Twitter for free. Plus 400, 3 legs, nice and easy, cashed right out of the gate. Free play, we posted it everywhere. So you had no excuse to not even be able to get that one. Then we also had another ladder for the Cubs that had Jameer Candelario in it. He needed 2 total bases. And, me being the live bet king, I knew that his last at-bat would hurt my heart and he would get 1 total base. And we live bet the single at plus 700. Boom. Ended up, it was a 0.4 unit play for me. And it really worked out. Friday night was great. Went into the weekend playing with house money the way we need to. Sunday, though. I'm here. We are here. We are no longer making room, finding our spots. We are here. Sunday night, the Los Angeles Dodgers faced a lefty on the mound, primetime game. They have a trio that kills lefties. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Ahmed Rosario, newest member. We said the trade deadline shook some things up. LA now has a 3-headed monster against lefties, and I was not missing that beat. Everything posted in the Discord. We had all 3 laddered 2, 3, 4 hit. We had a pair, so like Freddie and Rosario 2, 3, 4 hit. Mookie, Rosario 2, 3, 4 hit. We had a full 9-play sweep on all 3 ladders cash because all 3 of them homered. And I want to say the last homer was Mookie in the 6th or the 7th.
Yep.
Instantly cashed all of them. Then we had a 10th play that I ended up making randomly, like a 4-4-2, because I know Mookie, don't get me wrong, Mookie kills lefties, but you never really know which Mookie you're going to get. So I always get a little weary. I put him at 2+ plus 2,500, that cashed. Full 10-play sweep. We ended up taking, I thought it was 2 units when it happened. I realized that it was 3. We took 3 units, spread them out between the 10 plays, cashed all 10, 28.8 units. If you don't know what a unit is, at least for us, you know, the regular guys, a unit is $100. We took $300 and turned into 28.80 on one game. One game. And everybody got it. Discord got it. You, I, all of us.
Yep.
Anybody that talks to us or knows what we're doing on the daily had those plays. And I can't tell you how great it felt getting those text messages. Like, everybody was on cloud 9, and it justified what we're doing here. You know, it might have took a lot of games to really see who's in rhythm, really pick our spots. But now, after that, we know that we're on track, and we know that we know what we're doing. And I cannot say enough about the Los Angeles Dodgers. Freddie Freeman, 2 homers, big Friday, Sunday. Shout out to you. The jersey's on order. Insane. So it's safe to say this week we are playing with house money, along with all the homies playing with house money. Y'all need to get there. We ain't little fish no more. We weren't little fish to begin with. We here. No excuses. Get to where you got to go.
So that was an insane end to Sunday. That one, like you said, the primetime game. But one thing that Pruis forgot to mention is that prior to that game,
yep,
us over on the soccer side had a Sunday.
What a morning.
We also had some winners. We mentioned last week, first game of the English Championship season. Posted up. Not going to happen. You're not going to have many people that are ever able to tell you that they cashed 2 first goal scorer bets in the same game. That was crazy. We took Adam Armstrong and Nathan Teller, 2 Southampton players, both first goal scorer in that game. 20 minutes in, I think. It might not even been that, 8 minutes.
It wasn't.
Something stupid.
18?
It was inside 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the season being back. Nathan Teller gets credited with the first goal of the season. Plus 500, win, cashed. FanDuel cashes us out. Plus 500, let's go. Great start. 20 minutes later, half-time rolls round, Southampton 2-0 up. Adam Armstrong's also been cashed as first goal scorer. Turns out what happened is that actually Nathan Teller had the shot. It grazed off Armstrong's hair, went in, they gave it to Armstrong. So they cashed me both. 500 and 480. Not going to happen every week. Not professing that I'm ever going to do that again.
I was going to say,
not this season.
That might not happen ever again.
No, that was a great start to Friday. Really kicked the weekend off in the right way. We went very close on Saturday to cash in the over 1.5 in all championship games and the both teams to score. We missed our 7 legs by 1 goal. So that was unfortunate on Saturday. But Sunday, we rolled straight into Sunday morning, kicked off really early. We posted the plays in the Discord on Saturday night, so everyone had a chance to put them in, because these league games now, they're kicking off at like 7 a.m. Eastern time on a Saturday or Sunday morning, the early slate. So if you're like DJ, then you're waking up halfway through the day in
I ain't up.
Soccer world. So
I'm not up at 6 a.m. on Central Time. Hey,
no,
sue me.
So yep, we had a parlay that we put together, plus 754. It was probably the sweatiest parlay I've ever had. Like, we had 3 injury time winners to cash the like team totals or the over 2.5 goals. I mean, it ended up with FC Salzburg. We needed them 3 goals in the game, and it was 0-0 at half time. Like, everything else was basically in. And it was like, rough. But yeah, they scored their 3rd goal in the 93rd minute, I think, to cash the 754. So we took that money. We had
I want to say it was 95th.
There was
like
definitely one
94.5 or something like that.
There was like an 89th minute winner, a 93rd minute winner, and a 95th minute winner in the 7-leg parlay. So that was a great start to Sunday, and then we rolled into Sunday afternoon with the boys Bodo Glimt over in Norway. We put out 2 first goal scorer bets. Both those players first goal scorer, both anytime. With Pemi anytime, obviously, and I made the comment that Bodo like to concede first. They don't start games very well at all, and the team they were playing, Viking, to score first was basically even money. 8 minutes in, again, 1-0 down. Salverson first goal scorer, plus 500. Cashed the plus 500, cashed the plus 100 Viking to score first, and the plus 155 anytime. Pemi rolls in at just before half time, plus 125. Second half, Trippic scores, cashes his plus 160 anytime. So we on Sunday, that was 7 out of 8 bets, I think, or 6 out of 7. And the only one that didn't cash was the other first goal scorer in the game, which we cashed one. You know, again, like we said, you're not going to cash both. Rolled that into the Miami game. I'm continually fading into Miami. We had both teams to score first half, plus 280. We had FC Dallas over 1.5 team total at plus 172. Also cashed first half. No sweat. That was Sunday night. Easy. We've got the Miami game going on. We're cashing bets over there. After you cashed this insane 30-unit ladder. So I think between us, that was on the soccer side. If you tailed everything, it was over plus 16 units on the day. So the plus 16 plus the plus 28 units for you.
Yeah, 25 plus. So I mean, 28 plus, but 25 profit. So yeah, I mean it was.
Yeah. And the soccer was a 16-unit profit. So there's over 40 units on Sunday.
Right.
Across the 2 sports. So yeah, Sunday was a huge day for us. And yeah, just like you say, we are not going to shut up about it. We are going to talk that talk because this is what we do. And we've been doing it.
Yeah. It's finally the lights are on. And I started to realize people know. They just don't want to let us in the door.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't want to let us in the door, but hey, we make our own way, and we're just gonna keep. You can only see so many green slips until you realize maybe they know what they're doing over there.
Yep.
And when it's your time, it was obviously our time. You need a lot of stuff to go your way for that to happen.
For sure.
But at the same time, we didn't do anything ridiculous. We didn't have a crazy reach.
Nope.
It was some of these plays. If you know these teams, you can make these plays, but you got to know when to pick your spots, like we said, and that's what we're here for. If you don't know how to pick your spots, come pick ours.
Yep. And talking of, find us on the Twitter at PW_housemoney. We're on TikTok. Posted some of the winning slips. On there, we're posting up some free plays on there on the social media, on Prue's Twitter, on my Twitter. They're all on there. If you're watching us on YouTube, on the T2T channel, then subscribe, get all the football content that's coming your way. Guys over there doing a fantastic job. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, throw a review in there, iTunes, whatever. Anything you like, subscribe, join the Discord because, hey, yeah, we might not go plus 40 units this weekend, but
we might.
We're going to go plus 20. We're going to go.
We might. Don't miss another 40 unit weekend. I'm gonna tell you about it.
Talking of, what have we got? Where are we going? Where are we finding our games this week?
So first off, I'm going to announce, we had a lot of winners last weekend, but last weekend baseball-wise was a little rough for me. I was going to wear my Bears hat. But I didn't because I gotta rock with my boys, when the time gets rough. So yeah, shout out to my boy TA. I hope he all right. We're on a little 3-game win streak before that or after that. So But don't, I caught a lot of jokes and I ain't running from them. So you see the hat, man. We still here. MLB this weekend though. We got a few good ones. It's a little weird. We're at a point in the season where like these teams have to, like, you kind of throw a lot of these series into the season like where they can so that they make the most sense. So it's been kind of hard to. Sometimes you don't get like Hollywood series every weekend, so you kind of really got to know like the pitching staffs, that these guys are facing and stuff like that. Because some of these teams have really good hitters, and their pitching is horrible. So it's like if they're facing a good pitcher, but they have a bad pitcher on the mound, I obviously want their opponent. I just got to know what to look for. You want to look, first off, what arm is the pitcher throwing with on the weekend, and then like how they're doing this year in general. So we got right out of the gate. We got the Atlanta Braves. Obviously, we're going to mention a couple teams. The top teams in the MLB I'm going to mention every year because I'm not putting my money on guys that, aren't performing. We got the Atlanta Braves against the New York Mets pitching staff all weekend. And I am going to be betting on them all weekend. So today, actually, it's supposed to be Drew Peterson pitching for them. So I really like that matchup. He's been giving up a lot of hits. And sometimes he throws a little bit of heat. So, the homers sometimes bounce off the bat, but we'll see how he performs today and go from there. And then a sneaky series that might be pretty good. Detroit and Boston. Two teams with not the best pitching staffs, but contact hitters, guys that get on base, guys that take their time at the at-bats. Like, Boston has a 4 or 5 guys that they're underperforming this year, like when you look at the numbers, but they're such good hitters and such good guys at the plate that, you're getting 8, 9, 10 pitch at bats and stuff like that. You have the opportunities for these spots. And Detroit is sneaky on some of their games, like Matt Vierling having an unreal year. Spencer Torkelson has been solid. Riley Green has been home run hitting really often lately too. That could be a sneaky series that we could see a lot of runs. And that's what we want. I don't want games 0-0. I hate them because I'm not betting unders. Right? And if I do, it's because I'm down. Like I can't accept any more like terrible games. So that could be a sneaky one. Another one that could possibly be a shootout is Baltimore and Seattle. Two teams that when they're on, they're really good. When they're off, they're really bad. And then also both of them have a couple pitchers that kind of change games. Baltimore's closer throws 102, 103, but earlier in the week, Kyle Tucker caught him on a 102 and ended up cranking a grand slam. So those pitchers, and then like I think Kirby had 12 strikeouts earlier this week. I think it was Tuesday. You got to really look at those matchups and look how those pitchers are doing, especially with righties. These guys face more righties than lefties all year, and it's not an easy matchup to just be like, oh, he's facing a righty, I'll take these guys. However that pitcher is doing right now, or like specific things that he sets up, some guys have sliders, some guys have two seams and stuff. You don't want to get into too many specifics, but you also don't want to try and get 16 total bases against a guy he's throwing lights out lately. So it's definitely where I'm going to pick my spots on that matchup. But I know for a fact we're at least going to have one day out of that series where it's just a complete, like a shootout for real. Like I'm expecting 8-7 one of these games. And in that game, I'm going to be looking at, the regular guys. We got Adelaide, Mountcastle's been really good. Gunnar has been really good. Santander's been a little bit hit or miss, but he's power. So there's definitely spots to pick. And JP Crawford, I could go on and on. You'll be able to get the real plays, if you join. So last one, it's going to be the last series of, I believe, every day this weekend, just because of, West Coast and whatnot, is the Texas Rangers and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants have cooled down a lot, actually, and their pitching hasn't been really that good all year, but they don't give up like a ton of runs. They don't give up like a ton of homers, I guess I should say. So you'll see a lot of like 5-6 run games, but it'll be like 10 hits, 12 hits. So that one's going to be one where maybe we don't do a full ladder, but we'll definitely have a lot of 2 total base or maybe a couple straights for homers or something like that. But that's going to be another matchup that it'll have potential as long as we either, pick our spots really well. And then Texas, how many times can I mention the Rangers? I love them. They're one of the best teams in the MLB. I'm considering them, if not the number one contender, top 3 for sure. 1 through 4 for them, you can bet on any day of the week. It's a good bet. Simeon, Seager, Lowe, Adolis Garcia. Any day of the week. You can get fancy with, Jung, Heim, if he ever, when he comes back, Duran, Leote. You can get fancy with that. But you could pick 1 through 4 in any bet, and I'm going to agree with you. So they're always going to be something that I look at. And then with the Giants giving up so many hits, total bases is exactly what we want. We want base hits. We just want extra base hits. Multiple hits and extra base hits. We can get both with Texas any day of the week, especially against the Giants pitchers. I love those 4 matchups for sure.
Sounds good, bro. Looking forward to it. Certainly seems like there's like you say, some great spots for total bases and hits. So moving on from MLB, last week we did some NFL futures. We don't have any NFL futures today because on Tuesday night's show on the T2T network, both Prue and I will be joining Coach and some other members of the T2T team to discuss NFL futures. So nothing from us today, but join us on Tuesday night, hear what we've got to say, hear what the rest of the team have got to say. And yeah, we're joining them to provide our betting analysis on some of their picks as well.
And my NFL future I mentioned last week don't look so crazy now that Yannick Ngakoue is on the Bears, huh? Just saying. But hey, we'll keep that for Tuesday. Come check it out.
And also, on that note, the football season on the way, preseason's obviously underway. Before the beginning of the season, we will be transitioning from our spot here on Friday afternoons to Thursday afternoon. So playing with House Money will go out 12 Eastern on a Thursday afternoon, just so that we can give you bets for Thursday night football. So yeah, look out for that. It will be a change that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks before the season starts. But yeah, probably 2 weeks from today, or 13 days from today will be the first show on a Thursday. So look out on the Twitter. We'll let you know. We'll let you know when it's dropping. But yeah, playing with House Money is moving to Thursdays. All things NFL and college football during the season. But if you want to support the T2T team, if you want to join and talk more college football, more NFL, check out the Title Tribe, join the Patreon, come join the Gilded Chat. There's 200 guys in there talking about Frankenstank, the Listener League that we're a part of that starts next week. Everyone talking about, there's mock drafts in there. Prue loves those. He'll mock draft with you.
I was so close to winning our draft order, y'all. You have no idea. And I was going to put his ass last. He got lucky. Y'all. I almost won the tournament to pick the draft order, and I was going to put him last. He didn't know that, but I was going to do it. So he's lucky.
What Prue didn't know is that I actually kind of sneaky like the 112 in the Frankenstein draft, so I wouldn't have minded.
I'd have put myself 4, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah. But moving on to EPL is back this weekend. Tonight, this afternoon, 3 hours or 2.5 hours from now. Burnley versus Manchester City. The EPL is back. And if you're worried about the announcement that I just made about playing with House Money shifting to a Thursday and being solely focused on the NFL, there will be Prue's. Prue's not going to just disappear. His MLB picks are going to be on the Thursday show. We're still going to have those, but it's going to be predominantly focused again, on the football. At the same time that shifts to a Thursday, this spot on a Friday afternoon, we are introducing the SGC, the Soccer Gambling Cognoscenti. And that show will go out on a Friday night, or Friday afternoon, in this spot, 12 Eastern. and that will be where Prue and I will discuss all the weekend soccer action from all over the globe. So EPL is back. Playing with House Money shifts to the NFL, to the MLB, and the SGC will be live discussing all things soccer. That being said, like I said, we have this afternoon. I honestly can't. Burnley, their manager used to be Man City's captain, so there's a very big storyline there for him. Him coming back. He got Burnley promoted last year. Vincent Kompany. He was a huge part of Manchester City's success in the kind of mid to late 2000s. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting storyline there. But I honestly don't see anything but Man City dismantling them. I'm taking just. I know first game of the season we say there's always rust and stuff like that, but I mean Man City to score 3+ goals, and you probably take Haaland to score 2 of those at least. I'm adding. There's a French Ligue game on Friday afternoon as well. That's Nice against Lyon, taking that both teams to score. Mix it in with the Man City 3+ goals for a +289 double to hopefully kick us off right on the weekend. And then really just going to focus on, now looking at the EPL. Everything else will be on Twitter, in the Discord for the normal stuff we bet at the weekend. But EPL has to be my focus this week. We have early Saturday, Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. As you know, I don't bet on Arsenal very often. They're my team. Not touching them. They will win. They should win. First game of the season, they've got a decent record in first, opening day. So they've scored a couple of goals, but there's no actual bet from me on that because I saved my Arsenal bets for the North London derby. The 10 a.m. games, we have 4 games, and there's some real interesting ones here. We've got Brighton, who were fantastic last season against New Boys Luton. So I think Brighton kind of win that fairly easily. Another game on the South Coast is Bournemouth at home to West Ham. West Ham gone through some pre-season kind of shuffling around. They sold Declan Rice to Arsenal for over £100 million. They've got in James Ward-Prowse from Southampton. We bet on him last weekend, but he's coming in. Whether he's going to make his debut tomorrow or not, yet to be seen. But West Ham are in a little bit of turmoil right now, so I don't mind the underdog Bournemouth here at home to start the weekend, to start the season off strongly at home. We've got Everton versus Fulham, which again is kind of a battle of Everton just survived last year. But Fulham in a similar situation to West Ham. They have, I think, lost their manager, their 2 best players, arguably. Definitely their number 1 goal scorer, and Will.i.am, that used to be in the Black Eyed Peas. He plays for Fulham now. His name's William. He's no,
I know. I'd be forgetting that you're going to give me a pun.
Yep.
That I don't. I got to really pay attention to him. I'm like, wait a minute, what did you just say?
But they've been in turmoil. They're all going to Saudi Arabia to play in the same league as just the money. So that's coming. So Fulham are a little bit all over the place, similar to West Ham. So I mean, Everton Everton completely the other end of the spectrum, kind of like haven't made many changes, which isn't a great thing because they only just survived last season. But hopefully that consistency can kick them off again. And I don't mind them to have a good start again at home. And then we've got rounding off the 4-game slate at 10 a.m. Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. Palace were great last season. Wilfried Zaha has left. He's gone to Turkey. He was kind of like their talisman. And they're not great in August. Historically, they don't have a good start to the season. So, I mean, Sheffield United are another promoted side. They're back in the league. I think they got relegated 3 years ago. They're now back in the Premier League after winning promotion last year. So I've kind of taken all 4 home teams there over 1.5. Yeah, shocker. I picked the 4 home team.
Yeah.
Plus 22.50. I mean, the ones that I mean, Brighton definitely. Brighton's like minus 250. They're going in. They're going in anyway. But the other three are kind of Bournemouth is plus 152, Everton plus 122, Sheffield United plus 200. But I could push the Sheffield United game to be both teams to score. I like I say, I like the fact that Sheffield United are going to be, all of these promoted teams are going to be looking to make a statement early. They need to get the points on the board early. But Burnley at home to Man City, Luton away to Brighton, Sheffield United at home to Palace have the best chance of doing it. So this game could be 2-2.
Right.
I don't, taking the value there in plus 200 for them to score twice, it's great value. And then the later game is Newcastle against Villa, and I think both of those sides last year we absolutely backed to the hilt for goals. I mean, Newcastle have just got goals all around. Like they came, they're aiming to replicate last season, top 4. Villa, as long as they keep Ollie Watkins, they've kind of strengthened. We backed him basically every week.
I was going to say my boy Ollie.
We were basically backing him like shots on target ladders. Ridiculous odds last season. Interested to see how that goes. But yeah, I think that game will have, that's possibly over 3.5 goals in the afternoon. And then on Sunday, the 2 games that we have on Super Sunday is Brentford against Tottenham and Chelsea v Liverpool. That Chelsea v Liverpool, the last game of the weekend, has got some real potential to be an absolute firecracker. Chelsea made some decent signings in the summer. They were all over the show last year. They have a lot to prove this year.
That's a great matchup to end the weekend too. Just like historically.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals in both of those games at plus 256 is where I'm going to be going with those.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually. I'm surprised they offered that at 250.
Yeah. And there will be, on the Saturday and the Sunday, there will be goal scorer bets that go up once we find out what the team news is. The one I'm really looking forward to betting on in the Premier League this year for Chelsea is Nick Jackson. He played for Villarreal in Spain last year, and was made a pretty formidable pairing with our boy Chuck Weezy. But yeah, he's been signed by Chelsea. He's scored a few goals in pre-season, so he's looking like a decent shout to be their number 9. Their target man. So yeah, just interested to see where the books pitch him in terms of his value for any time goal scorers. Given that Chelsea have been a little bit hit and miss last season, hopefully we can take advantage early in the year. They should be underdogs in that game against Liverpool. So yeah, just hoping to take advantage there. But again, we'll keep an eye out and see what the lineups are like on Sunday afternoon. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, there will be more on Saturday and Sunday. There's obviously now we're getting to that point of the year where there's La Liga's coming back, Bundesliga's going to be back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to pick our spots as best we can across all of those. But this week it's all about the EPL. Everything else will be thrown in the Discord, and if you want to get in, follow us on Twitter at PW_housemoney. Follow us at PruBaby10, at Iceman_1013. Join in. Like we said, don't miss out on another weekend like the last one. Thank you for watching and listening. And we'll see you next Friday when we will begin playing with more house money.
And we already are, so come and join us. Let's get it.